Let's hit this GameStop news, though, because I think there's a lot of investors who have been waiting for this to take place. A lot of people who thought, frankly, GameStop should have done this a long time ago, but others who have thought that if and when it happens, it could deflate what has been arguably a bubble in this stock.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the AMC playbook. Issue stock, try to figure out a way to redeploy a strategy different from the one that's got them in the crosshairs of all the short sellers. So, this is the reason why I caution these retail investors on these names. I understand the bee swarm and the Reddit strategy and the isolation to squeeze short sellers out of their positions. Some people are even saying it's patriotic, Andrew, because these companies are getting put out of business by these short sellers. It doesn't really matter to me. I just think it's very dangerous for the retail investors to be playing these names. So another warning light for them. You don't know all of the information that I think that you need to know to be doing these trades. And I think you just got to be very careful in these situations. Well, but that's Anthony, a clear example.
What do you make of the idea that there are a lot of professional investors in this stock? We all look at this and we think it's, a Reddit stock. But invariably, when you look at some of the flows, it's clear the pros are playing here.
Well, they're momentum traders. Of course, the pros are playing. They're making a bet based on momentum. They're looking at option pricing and options volatility, and they're in there for the short trade, Andrew. So but that's a whole different game than what the Reddit people are doing. And remember, some of the largest hedge funds in the world, they can get out of their positions instantaneously. You could take a $16 billion book with all of its leverage and be out of it in 96 hours. So it's just a totally different game. It's just one of those other things. You're never going to be at parity with a professional trader. I want to play basketball in the NBA. I wanted to be in Space Jam instead of LeBron James, but that didn't happen. Okay, and at the end of the day, you have to look at it clinically. Life is unfair. The pros have an advantage over you, and you're going to get annihilated in these things.
Okay,
you may make money in the short term.
If that's the case, should we just say that the markets are not a level playing field to begin with? Is this whole thing a farce? Is this whole thing, have we created is this theater, the idea that anybody can win in this game?
Well, when you say the markets are on a level playing field, they're an uneven playing field. They're level in the long term. If you and I sit down and we build a portfolio and we pick stocks that have great long-term fundamentals and we're patient and can sit on them, yes, they're a level playing field. If you're saying we're going to go minute to minute with professional traders in a situation like GameStop or any of those Reddit stocks, then no, the market is not in the short term a even playing field. But people know that. I mean, it's the same thing with the pros. If I come at something with massive amounts of technology, high-speed switches, high-speed trading, you're on your smartphone with your Robinhood account. How could you possibly think that that's even in the short term? But no, the markets are efficient mechanisms, Andrew, and you just have to look at, there's vagaries in the market, but by and large, yes, they're fair as long as you're looking at it over the long ball.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.